Modern man. He is truly lost. He stumbles in a fog, his own creation. His eyes are dim. He seeks only shadows. Comfort is his god, a small, timid god. He calls this state happiness. What a jest. A poor blinking thing. A firefly in a jar. Is this all? He dare not ask. The question is too vast, too terrifying. His cities hum. With what, I ask? A nervous energy. A collective tired sigh. They chase fleeting pleasures, mere distractions. The marketplace shouts, buy this, own that, and be happy. Be like all the others. But the soul, it starves within this noise. It withers on conformity's dry vine. Modern man forgets he even has one. He speaks of progress, of so-called enlightenment. Yet, he is more shackled than any slave, shackled to tiny desires. His petty fears, his reason is a cage, his morality a whip. He has domesticated himself, a zoo animal, pacing in a well-worn groove, always. Contentment, he calls it. I call it death, a slow, comfortable decay of spirit. Where is the fire, the divine inner spark, smothered under blankets of false security? He has traded stars for a painted ceiling, the abyss for a padded, silent room. He believes himself wise and very good, but his goodness is weakness, his wisdom fear. The sun of true meaning has fully set, only a long, grey twilight remains now. But others existed, once, far from here, north, beyond the crushing, endless ice, the Hyperboreans. We knew them well indeed. They did not seek comfort or easy warmth. They sought the sun, even in winter's heart. Their happiness was a different, wilder beast, a soaring eagle, not a sad, caged canary. Their laughter cut across the frozen plains. They found joy, not in easy, soft answers, but in hard questions, in terrible truths. They lived beyond the known, beyond mere man. We are Hyperboreans, they proudly boasted. We know how remote we live from you, remote from markets, remote from the herd, remote from small virtues, small, dull happiness. Their chosen dwelling was the great unknown. They scorned the herd's gods, its moral codes, its timid good and fearful evil. These were for the weak, the valley dwellers. Hyperboreans were mountain climbers, always ascending. They sought peaks, thin air, exhilarating danger. There life sings its strongest, clearest song. There the will finds its true, hard measure. Their happiness was a conquest, a victory. They understood. Happiness is not a fixed state, not a warm bath, not a gentle slumber. It is a becoming, a constant overcoming, a dance on the abyss's very edge. They laughed at danger, they embraced pain. These were whetstones for the soul, sharpeners. They knew to live is to strive, to risk, to be more than merely human, always. Modern man prides himself on his virtues, peace, resignation, humility, and above all, pity. He calls these noble, he calls these good. I call them poison. Sweet-tasting, slow-acting death. They drain the lifeblood, the sacred will. They make man small, tame, utterly manageable. These are not virtues of the strong, the ascendant. They are the opiates of the declining spirit. Consider peace. Is it the peace of the graveyard? The desolate peace of the exhausted, broken spirit? Is this what you truly strive for, O modern man? A world without struggle, without any challenge? Such a world would be a stagnant, fetid pond, breeding only slime and a dull contentment. True life demands tension. The bow must be taught to shoot its arrows far, towards the future, and pity, pity, the most praised insidious vice. You pity the weak, the suffering, the failed. You believe this makes you good, so compassionate. But pity is a parasite. It feeds upon weakness. It perpetuates it. It makes failure comfortable. The pitied one remains pitied, never strives upward. The pitier feels superior, a false, hollow strength. Both are diminished. Both are deeply poisoned. These so-called virtues are born of profound fear. Fear of life itself. Fear of necessary pain. Fear of greatness. It is easier to resign than to fight onward. Easier to be humble than to dare to be more. Easier to pity than to demand higher standards. Modern man has chosen the comfortable, easy path, the path leading down into the valley of shadows, where all are supposedly equal, equally small, equally lost. Then there is tolerance, the cherished modern idol. Accept everything, it whispers insidiously. Judge nothing. All values are equal, all paths equally valid. What a comfortable, dangerous lie this is. This celebrated tolerance is not true strength. It is indifference. It is the inability to affirm, to choose, to say yes to one thing, and therefore a resounding no to another. It is the great leveler, the enemy of height. It smooths all peaks, it fills all valleys, until only a flat, featureless grey plain remains. Where is true height? Where is profound depth? Lost, swallowed in the grey mist of understanding, the strong individual, the unique, daring vision. These are grave threats to the tolerant new order. They must be smoothed, sanded down, made acceptable. Mediocrity thus becomes the unspoken universal law. Tolerance for weakness, for evident decay, for the downward path. Is this true wisdom, or is it a cowardly abdication? To tolerate everything is to value absolutely nothing. It is to lose the standard, the vital measure. The very idea of higher and lower disappears. If all is permitted, then nothing truly, deeply matters. The will to create, the will to strive, the will to surpass. It withers and dies in such a stifling climate. The Hyperborean laughs aloud at such a virtue. He knows that life demands selection, sharp distinction, a fierce, joyful yes to what elevates the spirit, a powerful cleansing no to what drags man down. He does not tolerate what diminishes man's potential. He seeks to overcome it, to build anew, higher. His is a creator's intolerance, a sculptor's keen eye, chipping away the superfluous, revealing the true form. Section 5. The will to power, ascending the mountain of self. What then is true happiness? Where is it found? Not in contentment, not in the cessation of desire, but in the feeling of growing power, of increasing strength, the constant overcoming of resistance. Within, without. This is the Hyperborean secret, their joyful wisdom. This is the song of life itself, its primal rhythm, the will to power, the unceasing sacred drive, to become more than one is, to ascend, power, not the petty domination of other men, not the tyrant's cruel whip or the merchant's hoarded gold. These are but shadows, distortions of the true will. True power is self-mastery, constant self-overcoming. It is the climber on the sheer sun-baked rock face, his muscles burning with effort, his spirit soaring high. Every inch gained, a hard-won victory, a new self born. This is the profound joy of authentic power. This will is not a choice. It is a deep command. From the most profound wellspring of our being, it says, become who you are, dare to be, grow, strive, create, surpass your current self. To obey this inner command is true happiness. To ignore it, to stifle it, that is utter misery. That is the modern sickness, the denial of life's call, the sad preference for comfort over vibrant creation. Every living thing seeks to discharge its unique strength, to expand its sphere of influence, its vital energy. This is not malice. This is the way of nature. The tree pushes its roots deeper, reaches ever higher. The eagle soars and claims the vast open sky. Man too must strive for his own specific height, his own unique, powerful expression of this will. This is his destiny, his only true, lasting joy. Section 6. Courage, the bridge from abyss to overman. But this path, this arduous, joyful ascent, it demands courage, great courage, the rarest, most precious of virtues, not merely the brute courage of the bloody battlefield, but the courage to face oneself, one's own inner abyss, the courage to question all received values, all truths, to stand alone, if it must be so, to say a resounding yes to life in all its terror, and in all its magnificent, untamed beauty. Modern man fears this kind of profound courage. He prefers the illusory safety of the compliant herd, the dull comfort of approved second-hand beliefs. He shuns the unknown, the dangerous, liberating thought. He builds high walls against all uncertainty, all risk, but life is uncertainty. Life is constant risk. To deny this fundamental truth is to deny life itself. Courage embraces the open, stormy sea with joy. Courage is the bridge, the only way across, from man as he is, small, afraid, deeply complacent, to man as he could be, the overman, life's future. This bridge spans a terrifying chasm of fear, of gnawing doubt, of crushing nihilism's weight. Many fall, many turn back, defeated by shadows. Only the truly courageous dare to make the crossing, to become something new, something immeasurably higher. This courage is not blind recklessness, far from it. It is a clear-eyed assessment of all present danger, and a joyful affirmation of the will to overcome it. It laughs heartily in the very face of despair. It dances gracefully on the precipice of the unknown. It knows that all great creation requires some destruction, the shattering of old tablets, the death of old selves. This is the Creator's courage, the path to the overman. Section 7. Weakness, a sickness to be overcome. Weakness. The modern world coddles it, protects it, pities it profoundly, even praises it sometimes, calls it sensitivity or vulnerability. Noble words, but weakness is a sickness, a clear sign of decline, a failure of the will to power, a surrender. It should not be celebrated, it must be overcome. Like any illness, with firm resolve, with inner strength, not with sentimental tears, not with gentle whispers. To pity weakness is to insult life's very essence. It is to say, remain as you are, small, suffering. It is to deny the glorious possibility of growth, of healing, of becoming strong, of transcending. The truly compassionate physician does not merely soothe pain. He cuts, he burns. If these are necessary for health, to restore health, to affirm life's vibrant pulse, this is hard love. This is true, unsentimental love. The strong do not waste their precious energy on pity. They expend it on creation, on constant striving. They offer a hand up, not a shoulder to cry on indefinitely. They demand strength from themselves and from others. For only strength can build. Only strength can truly create. Weakness only consumes. Weakness only complains. It pulls everything down to its own miserable level, the stagnant level of the swamp, the mire of despair. Do not be tender with what must be surpassed within, the old man within you, the timid soul, the resentful heart. These are forms of weakness. They are heavy chains. They must be broken. They must be cast off with a ruthless joy, a creator's necessary hardness. This is not cruelty. This is vital self-overcoming, the necessary surgery for the soul's enduring health, for the glorious emergence of a stronger, higher type. Section 8. The hammer speaks, forging strength from resistance. Modern man seeks to eliminate all resistance. He wants a smooth path, an easy, predictable life. He fears the obstacle, the hardship, the sting of pain. But resistance is not an enemy. It is a stern teacher. It is the sculptor's chisel, the blacksmith's heavy hammer. It shows us precisely where we are currently weak, and where we can, through effort, become truly strong. It is a hidden gift, disguised as a heavy burden. The Hyperborean actively seeks out such resistance. He tests himself against it. He grows powerful through it, like a muscle that grows stronger only with strenuous use. The spirit too thrives on relentless challenge. What does not kill me ultimately makes me stronger. This is the fundamental law of life, the law of growth. Embrace the struggle, for in it lies your true power, your deepest, most vibrant and most lasting joy. Do not curse the storm. Learn to sail within it. Do not lament the high mountain. Begin to climb it. Do not despise your enemy. He makes you sharp, alert. Every single obstacle overcome is a new quantum of power, a new higher height attained, a deeper, fuller breath of life. This is the unique happiness of the truly strong. Not the placid, vacant smile of the merely contented, but the fierce, joyful grin of the genuinely victorious. The hammer speaks. Its voice is clear. It says, be hard. Hard on yourself. Hard on your many weaknesses. For only what is hard can truly endure, can create. The soft clay is easily molded, and just as easily broken. Become like tempered steel, resilient, sharp, keen-edged, forged in the roaring fires of adversity, tempered by pain. This is the path to true unyielding strength, true happiness, the demanding, rewarding path of the shaping hammer. Section 9. Behold, the new dawn, the overman's arrival. The twilight of a modern man deepens. It grows cold. His small happinesses flicker and then die out. His comfortable, predictable world is built on shifting sand. A great nausea arises. For what is? For what has been? Is this all? Is man merely a bridge to utter nothingness? Or can he, will he, become something monumentally more? A new dawn is possible, but it must be willed. It demands a new kind of human. A creator. We need a higher type, a stronger, nobler breed, one that does not seek comfort, but instead greatness, one that does not fear pain, but affirms all of life, one that does not pity weakness, but overcomes it. This is the overman, the future meaning of the earth. He is not a given. He must be actively created, willed, bred, from the very best parts of ourselves, from our highest hopes, our deepest, most profound courage. This overman will not be a product of bland tolerance, or of debilitating pity, or of democratic leveling. He will be a solitary peak, not a part of the flat plane. He will embody strength, not as mere brute force, but as supreme self-mastery, as boundless creative power. He will be certain of a future, because he actively creates it. He will dance, he will laugh, he will legislate new values. He will be a resounding yes-sayer to all of life. For this new dawn to break, all values must be revalued. The crumbling idols of modernity must finally be smashed, the pervasive lies of comfort and weakness fully exposed. Man must once again learn to strive, to dare, to risk, to overcome himself, for the sake of something higher. Behold, I teach you the Overman. He is coming. He is this lightning from dark clouds. He is this sacred madness. He is the urgent hope for a future beyond today's man.